always get your little pictures to show up? I'm not finding yours.
Uh, if
Bottom
you do
right, I
the
believe.
yeah, the drop down next to send has a couple choices. Like I've got my key.
Perfect. Thank you. I knew I'd seen it before. My computer's making like it's going to die soon.
Oh
That's
boy.
promising.
Wait,
Yeah,
permanently or what are
I
we?
think so. I think it's going to croak. It's giving me. It doesn't um, sometimes boot up.
Oh
It
no.
gets stuck in a loop. I think there's something wrong with my motherboard because I looked up the beep code and it said it's not connecting to a keyboard, but somehow it means it doesn't go to desktop. And sometimes I have to restart. Like this morning, I had to restart 6 or 7 times, and last night I had to restart about 20. It's happening more and more. So I think its days on Earth are numbered. At which point, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might have to miss a few sessions.
Well, my
But
laptop.
I'm
Go ahead.
borrowing I'm
No,
borrowing trouble from the future, so maybe it won't break.
yeah,
But
no. I got a Sharif. I got a laptop you can use while that's going on for games. Don't worry about that.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
you
my,
can
my
use a.
laptop is so old, I can't install Windows 11.
Yeah.
So
I guess everyone's issue is we're just running old stuff.
it's just time to get something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean my machine was really good about 8 years ago when I bought it, and I've slowly upgraded it and upgraded it and upgraded it. I even had to modify the case in order to put in some additional fans, and I mean but she's reaching the point like if you could hear it right now, it sounds like it's about to take flight. And I mean, I've got Roll20 and I've got a streaming program open, and that's it. And it's like, what the hell? Why is this having such a bad day? But you know, I don't know about you, but dropping $2,000 to get a new machine just isn't really high on my list of things to do right now. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Oh, I hear that. Trying to get my boss to buy me a new computer, which I'm close. So.
Nice.
Lindsay will buy a new computer for you. Wow.
Well,
Lindsay
here's
will
the
buy a new
thing.
computer for you.
I haven't
Well,
asked
here's the
for
thing,
it
because I don't want to be that guy.
However, I
haven't
do need
asked
it,
for it,
because I don't want to be and I did get promoted, right? And the big boys get the nice computers. So what I've
Nice.
been doing is like every time in a meeting, I've tried to like share my screen and like showed her how enfeebled my hardware is. I'm like, oh shit, I can't. I'm sorry,
Yes.
this thing it won't work. So
Psychologist versus psychologist.
and she has commented. She said,
Good job.
"You're very close to getting a MacBook."
I
Oh,
love
Oh,
social
okay.
engineering.
All right. So the game is afoot.
all right. Let's see. All right. Well, here we are. Looks like we're all up and running ish. Um, we are playing Alien, something we haven't played in a while. I still would like to at some point do Destroyer of Worlds, but it's the way we play. That's going to be like a 10 sessioner. and
Oh yeah.
and I'm yeah, I want to do it, but at the same time, it's quite the commitment for us. So this is of course a one shot that I wrote months ago. Oh gosh, it's been longer than that. I think it's been 6 months. So we'll just and fair or full disclosure. This is not, even though I have the early release PDF of Evolved Edition or whatever. This is not Evolved Edition. This is just the original first edition rules. Not even to be real honest about it. I'm not even really sure how much Evolved Edition really. I don't know how much it really matters to me from what I've seen looking through it. Um, you
So
know,
glad I went all in.
yeah, I went all in too. So we'll see. I might change my opinion. I know one of the big complaints people had with this game was the panic. The stress and panic system was got too out of control at times. But I I will always point the finger at the game master for that. Not giving players just enough time to breathe and bring that down. And then the next thing is, we've all seen these movies. I mean, we've all seen these movies. We know how that tends to work. You're in one of the worst horror movies on the planet, and to think that normal people are just going to be able to handle that without completely freaking out, you're out of your mind. So, fortunately, you guys are not normal people. You guys are former colonial marines, and we all
Thought you were
know.
going to say gluttons for punishment.
Well, that too. do you mean the do you mean the characters or the players?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
what's the story, Mother? 3rd Platoon, 77th Marine Assault Unit, the Death Dealers, had seen it all, wrangling harvesters on Tartarus, mowing down scorpionoids on Tanaka 5, humanitarian missions, hostage negotiations, you name it. The Corps respected you, the enemy feared you. You even had this ominous fantasy warrior you guys painted on everything, something that someone had ripped from some fantasy artist of the 20th century. Months of fighting on 8 Eta Boadis A3 during the Tientsin campaign in 2162 was the end. The platoon was shattered, and you four were all that made it out. Well, you and Sergeant Wall. Erin Wall was the ultimate badass. She was the toughest bitch in the Corps, and everyone knew it too. She'd outrun, outclimb, and outswim anyone. She carried more gear and fought harder. If anyone got out of line, well, let's just say got nailed to the wall had a new meaning. But she saved every damn one of your lives at one point or another, just shrugging it off because that's what you do in the Corps. When Tientsin was over, the Death Dealers were deactivated. You all took retirement, some of you early, some of you on time. You were all headed your separate ways. Walls was about to board a transport back to her husband on Hansen's planet, but the flight got canceled. Suddenly, Hansen's was under quarantine. Some kind of outbreak had hit the colony's sole city, and as the months went on, news reports became more and more dire. Nothing and no one were allowed in or out. Reported cases went up, and so did the death toll. The only communications with the colony came from the colony administrators working for LaSalle Bionational. The rumors were wild, varied, and too numerous to count. And eventually, the entire colony was deemed a total loss, the whole system marked off limits by the UA. LaSalle made a big payout to any surviving next of kin. You know Wall never accepted the story. She spent years and used every contact she had in the USCMC, and no one can help. One retired colonel even told her, just let it die, take the money. That was 10 years ago. A few months ago, you all received a simple communique from Wall. It said, my Death Dealer brothers, I'm close. I'm going to blow the doors off this thing and make LaSalle pay. Really pay. Wish me luck, pray for me, or whatever it is you do. That was about until 10 days ago. You each received an electronic message with Wall's address on LV-273, an independent Core Systems colony world, including a 5-digit number and enough cash to get you there. So, quick character interview, or introduction rather. Kyle, you want to tell us about Corporal Isaac Delgado Patch?
Sure. So I'm playing Patch. Patch sounds like he was always a smart kid, kind of a bit of a nerd, always fiddling with computers and electronics. He went into the U.S. CMC. They recognized his talents. Boot was a little tough because he was a nerd. He is well known for his wit and humor. Everyone tends to laugh with him, and the Corps wasn't so bad. After Tientsin, it sounded like there was some some trauma there from mowing down civilians. It wasn't necessarily what he had signed up for. So he left, and now he is broke. Looks like he tried to hook up with a few military contractors and has been rejected for one reason or another. And he is down on his luck. He's struggling. He's looking for cash.
All right. Very good. And let's see. So now we have Corporal Jordan Alvarez Stitch, who looks like he could be Patch's GQ brother.
Very handsome, thank you. Yeah, Stitch is he's a combination of a Boy Scout and Nightingale. Joined the Corps to, above all else, make a difference, and the fighting is secondary to keeping everybody alive. So he's the unit's medic, and he had a good relationship with Sergeant Wall. Respected her in the way that she could keep the guys alive, and but he's war weary, and certainly would rather not see the insides of a man once more, but sure that he will. Yeah, that's Stitch.
All right.
Cool.
Very good. Sharif, you've got Corporal Nathan Mercer, long shot. Is that right?
Did he? You still with us? Oh, he's muted.
Sorry, guys.
Who looks like he could be perhaps the younger brother of the trio.
Yes, I think so. And I think that's one reason why he had a hard time in boot camp, because he was sort of targeted by one of the drill instructors for extra punishment and extra duty all the time. Possibly because he looks young and he looks skinny or whatever, but or maybe because he looks like a GQ model. I can't tell him. But it made him tough, and it made him determined. And I don't have much info on what he's up to today, but he saw action during Tianjin. He is the squad designated marksman, and he is known as the stealthiest, sneakiest guy in the platoon.
Cool.
Very good.
Who's our squad leader? I didn't catch that from the bios.
Yeah, I was asking the same thing.
Is that you, Cobb?
I don't think so. I think I'm the Comtech.
Yeah, if certainly Sergeant Wall was the platoon sergeant. You guys probably are not all from the same squad. You're just kind of what's left, if that makes sense, of the platoon.
Are we all corporals?
Well, no, because then we have PFC Darren Kowalski, aka Grizzly. Give you one guess which one that is by the pictures.
Tough choice.
Hold on a minute. I just got an email I got to answer.
Never fails.
Okay. Yeah. Grizzly, which I guess you can understand from this picture. Grizzly is a guy who, a career guy in the Marines, and he's actually a surviving member of the Death Dealers, and knew Wall extremely well. He is not a plotter or a deep thinker by any stretch of the imagination. He's what you see what you get. Okay, he's a man of action, does the dirty work. He's extremely agile for such a big guy. He's quick, and his point of view on stuff is, if it moves, kill it. And he's he's sort of the I guess a big muscle is physically he's strong and muscly, but when it comes to um, weaponry, he's just get in it and do it. Uh, one episode in particular that may have shortened his stint, but well, let me also say he's a PFC. He retired as a PFC. Uh, he had made his way up to corporal and sergeant a few times, but he kept getting busted down because basically he has very little respect for officers. Um, well, and especially, he's with a group of Marines that have seen the shit. They've been in the shit, they've seen a lot, and you're constantly getting paired with new lieutenants straight out of OCS that really don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and they are constantly putting people in unknowingly, unwittingly, idiotically putting people in danger unnecessarily. So he doesn't have much time for crap with those guys, and so he's constantly pulling shit that gets him busted back down. Uh, but one particular instance, he during an episode of Crowd Control, um, he basically stepped in front of a bullet meant for Aaron Walls and saved her. Uh, and that shows his dedication to that sergeant. She's a sergeant, right?
Correct.
Hachi? Yeah. So he he respects her beyond measure because she's been in it with everybody, shown she's competent, and gets the job done and watches out for people. So he has utmost respect for her. So he'd basically do anything for her. So when all this stuff came, the ticket, the cash, the emails, he was ready to go.
All right.
Awesome.
Very good. Um, so, yeah, like I said, you guys, each of you received just a simple message through the network that had Aaron Wall's address on LV 273 and enough cash to get there with a 5-digit number. You should see that 5-digit number in your equipment, such as it is.
Hold it. Oh, dang. Looking in the wrong place.
Where'd you
The
say it is?
five-digit number in the equipment. Oh, code, tiny items. Okay.
Yep. So, gentlemen, it is up to you how you guys want to play this. If you want to have a four-way network call, or you want to just plan on all meeting up at the spaceport on LV 273 or Aaron Wall's apartment or what have you.
Is this a phone number? Is that how that?
No, you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Because the way if you remember in Aliens when Burt gave Ripley his card, and then when she wanted to call him when she woke up from the nightmare from the middle of the night, she put her card in a slot in the terminal and just called directly to his terminal. So yeah, it's you don't know what it is. It's some sort of it's a 5-digit code, a single digit dash 4 digits.
Okay.
Well, yeah, for expediency, we could probably just agree that we had chatted and then agreed to meet at the terminal. That sound?
Suits me.
Since we already had a relationship established.
Perfect. So LV 273 is a well, it's a colony like much like many other colonies. It's not UA. It's independent core systems. So it's not part of any of the major governments. The independent core systems, of course, are kind of a loose confederation at the most, where each planet kind of governs itself. Uh, LV-273 is, it's very Earth-like. It's because it is an independent core systems world. It's what's the best way to put it? It's a lot freer in terms of, your streets are crowded with vendors hawking all sorts of stuff. Anything from X stems that would be illegal in the UA or 3WE to random lizard on a stick type thing. Um, very very bustling place with a general feel of griminess is the best way to put it.
How about climate?
Very moderate overall, pretty comfortable.
Yeah, normal day and night.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there is it a like is it like a former mining town, or is it
No, no,
like
there's about a 500,000 people that live here. It's a full blown independent colony. It's got its own industry, its own commerce, imports, exports.
uh, is it so the size of the world is kind of usual small moon with
Yeah, it's a bit smaller than Earth, but and then the colony itself, the majority of the population lives in the main city with the and the surrounding area with the starport, and then of course there's some areas that reach further out. For various reasons, mining installations or other industrial zones, that type of thing.
notice any military presence? Or?
Um, so it's ICSC, so military and police are kind of the same thing. So you'll have your own planetary police force that walks around in military grade gear, that type of thing.
Okay, but not like an occupation or anything.
No, not by any means.
Just benevolent forces.
Sure.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, benevolent. That's why they need body armor and machine guns.
Exactly. That's for the bug hunt.
That's right.
All right. Well, Patch he's like come off some sort of transport, and I think he's got just kind of like a shoddy duffel bag. I think he's wearing like glasses, and which is maybe unusual. And he's got some like really old, maybe devices that are like uh, a generation removed from new, and he's I don't know, sort of trying to entertain himself, leaned up against a wall, occasionally as he scrolls, looking around, looking to see any familiar face. Is anybody
Lead in.
there?
You're on the side
He
trying
waits
to
for
go
6 hours.
He waits for 6 hours. Eventually, Stitch walks up behind him and pats him on the back and says, "Hey, buddy, how'd you get here?"
And he turns around and he says, "Gee, it's me." And he like claps you on the shoulder, and he's like, "It's been a while, cabron."
It has. It has. What do you think's going on here? Everybody else coming?
I don't know. I've been here for 6 hours.
Suddenly you hear from behind you, I've been here for 6 hours too. You never saw me.
You from India? He he turns and smiles widely, and like pushes up his glasses, and then goes in for a hug. And what's your character's name? Let's see here.
Nathan Mercer. Nate.
Nate. Is
Or
that
long
is that what
shot.
you said?
Or long shot.
First long shot's his nickname.
Long
Okay.
shot. You a long shot right here.
Oh, God.
Better not
And
take your sunglasses off.
he gives you a hug, and he says, he says, "Anybody else coming, or just us three?"
The whole
Well,
floor
what you
starts
guys will
to
see.
shake. Sorry.
Do we hear the ground rumbling?
Well, what what you see this sea of heads of people milling about, right, doing their stuff, going from place to place. Uh, so it's a normal crowdy scene, people moving around doing their shit, but you start to see it looks almost like a wave of displaced water. People start piling up and moving to the side. All you see is this big disturbance of bodies, like something big, like a giant whale is moving through the water, but it's people. And then you see the top of his head and the crowd. He doesn't try and say, excuse me, or this or that. He's just walking straight towards you guys, and anybody in his way just gets pushed to the side, lest they be trampled in a hideous way.
Patch looks over as he's approaching, and he's like, "Ah, the oso grande,"
And
and,
he's
like he like walks in your direction, and when you arrive and like the crowd parts, and you show up, he looks you up and down, and he says, "Hey, cabron, you lose weight?"
not hardly.
And he goes in for what I assume is the most painful handshake possible.
And you'd be surprised. He uses just enough pressure. Firm,
And
but not too firm.
I think he shakes your hand, but then would go in for a hug, and then
Yeah, not necessarily the greatest thing to do. But,
and then
uh, yeah, Grizzly's not. He's not necessarily the biggest hugger, but I gotta jump out for a second and talk to Hachi. Hachi, if we go off scene for a second, when you said we might not have all been in the same unit,
Well,
but
no, you were all in the same. You were all in the same platoon. You just may not have
same
been in
platoon.
the individuals, the same squad or fire team. So you all
Oh,
know
I
each other.
gotcha.
Yeah,
So we know, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to make that clear.
yeah,
So we're in the same platoon, but not necessarily in the same squad.
right.
Gotcha. But all right, all right. Well, it's good to see you guys answered the call. We ready to get in some shit?
No, I'm here to find Wall. We can find shit if you want.
I think she's in some shit. Let's find our girl. Although, don't tell her I said that.
Pat shrugs and he says, "Does it pay?"
My Spanish is a little rusty. Did you call
Yeah,
him Big Bear?
I called him Big Bear. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. um, all right.
So, so,
Yeah.
did you guys get the same message I got?
Did we all receive the same one, just different numbers? Is that
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
okay? And Patch like opens up his like little terminal or whatever, and he says, "I don't know, friend." And he like leans and shows you the message on the screen. This it?
Yeah, that's it.
Uh,
So this is all we know so far.
yeah. All I got is this message and a number 69420.
Oh, mine's different.
And
Mine's 32262.
he just slaps you. No, no, no. Mine is 15279.
What?
And he looks around. You guys? Now does Patch know like with his technical know-how, does he like surmise any particular meaning, or is this a code for any particular type of technology?
Nah, not that you're aware of.
Okay.
You don't know of anything that would use a single digit with a dash followed by four digits. Most encryption is going to be 16 digits long. Um, at the least. So it's kind of an odd number. Well, literally an odd number, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not encryption, Cabron. We perhaps there's a locker around here. Combination, you know?
Well, let's take a look. I roll observation to see what's around there.
I mean, you don't necessarily need to roll. I can just tell you. I mean, it's a spaceport, terminal. So yeah, I mean, there's everything that you would expect. Think in modern terms, a massive international airport like LAX or something like that. So certainly. Um,
All right. So,
Well, are
Hmm?
are you suggesting Grizzly's just standing there with a blank look on his face? He showed up at the spaceport. He met you guys. Now he's waiting
who is
for
suggesting
what
what?
next. Well, you
Yeah.
you do
asked
have
if
her
it.
address.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, so you're right. We do have her address. So
Well, are we in a hurry? I could use a bite to eat. I'm a little light though, and he pulls out his pocket.
I think we need to get going, guys. We don't know how much trouble she's in, if she's in trouble. And
Fair enough.
just to be clear, okay, so just I'm gonna, because it seems, I don't want to miss this. The lockers again with the stupid lockers. They're not in the same number sequences as our. Our
That's a very specific question. You can make an observation roll if you like.
Okay.
If we can all remember how to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, just click observation, I believe. There you go.
Nothing, right?
No successes. Doesn't look like it. Who can tell? It's very confusing. The first roll of the game. You can push it if you like.
There's
That's
no
okay.
panic.
we
That's
have her.
okay.
We have her address, right?
You do. It's in the message. The message that included the code that was sent to each of you, and a little bit of money to get you here included
Right.
her address. Yeah.
Did all the money spent, or do we have enough for transportation?
Oh, you got a few bucks for a cab or something like that. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
All
Maybe
right.
maybe the code. Maybe the codes for the digital lock on her front door.
Could be.
Perhaps.
All right. So you all.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
No. I just had an idea. But anyway,
Oh,
Oh well.
proceed.
Okay.
that's your job. Aren't you the idea guy?
Yeah, but I'll save it for another scene here.
Gotcha.
Very
Yep.
good. So you all, start to push your way through the spaceport terminal. Of course, beyond Grizzly's massive presence in general, the four of you probably have a look that causes most people to get out of your way, especially on a planet that's ICSC. You guys probably have a look that would indicate some sort of a group of defense contractors or something. There's a number of people that keep one eye on you or what have you, including the local police force slash military. Reaching outside, it's actually a rather nice day. Probably upper 70s. A little bit of a comfortable breeze. The pressing griminess of the city is broken up by what has to be imported palm trees. About one every 20 feet or so. Doesn't do much to change the general impression you have of this world, but there are plenty of automated Johnny cabs just ready to take you anywhere you need to go.
Uh, Hachi, based on my character art, I have an eye patch. Do I actually only have one eye?
Now,
Okay, so what is it?
I
Is
for
that
some
like
That's
a?
just
reason
to
when
get, that's
I
just to pick up chicks.
yeah, exactly. For some reason, when I generated that portrait, it would not generate it without this bizarre eye patch. I have no idea why.
Oh, because his name is Patch.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that's why. Because I got to about the fifth try and it said, "You've run out of your images for today." I'm like, all right, forget it. I'm just taking one of these.
That's funny. Okay, so I wonder if that's kind of like a, I don't know, like a wearable terminal or something.
Sure, why not?
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Did you
Maybe
just invoke a truth? Oh, wrong game.
Wrong game.
that's. Well, I just didn't know if I should be making eye jokes or not, but
Oh, well, that's up to you. By the way, if you guys check your character sheets, also I went through and I listened to the last Alien game we played and applied story points to your character sheets
Oh,
because
nice.
story points follow the player, not the character.
Neat.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay.
Where do we see those?
On the right side, middle.
Yeah,
Right middle of your sheet.
Oh, story points. Perfect.
yeah. And this is a three-actor, so you will have once agendas start getting assigned, you'll have three opportunities to earn story points. And remember, your max is three, so if you're at three and you have an opportunity, you may as well use it. The and story points, quick refresher: story points can be spent in lieu of a roll to garner an automatic success. Um, Uh, so that's, or for that matter, it can be used. Uh, well, we did something inventive last time. Last time I let Sharif use one to let his broken character do one final act because it was just so epic. So, but generally speaking, you use it in lieu of a roll for an automatic success. So, all right. Sorry about that.
okay.
Continue.
So are we taking a cab to her place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think he so like they're waiting for the cab with his like duffel bag, and he looks over, and he looks over at Grizzly, and he says, "You get the middle seat."
As long as no one tries to sit on my lap, I'm good.
All right, and
You know,
montage
I'm,
across
I'm,
town,
I might need to take one of these Johnny cabs by myself.
Um,
The the ones on the original Total Recall didn't look that big actually.
no, they really didn't. You you start to reach towards start to head towards one of the Johnny cabs, and all of a sudden another cab comes screeching in and squeals its tires as it comes to a halt right in front of you. Uh, Driver's door opens and a guy pops out. I was about to say an African American guy, but I mean, if you're on an ICSC world in the 22nd century, does that even count anymore? Anyway, a guy jumps out and says, "Looking for a cab? I'm Benny." He said, "Don't take a Johnny cab. I got 6 kids to feed."
Stitch, who is the always the bleeding heart, is like, guys, we got to go with him.
All right, Patch shrugs.
Whatever. Let's go.
He's like, "All right, where are you going? Where am I taking you?"
And so I think there's a scene of like squirreling around in the back, like trying to get room and fiddle out his terminal with Grizzly next to him, taking up like 80% of the seat, and then he relays the address.
He goes, "Oh, okay, going. Yeah, it's in the residential area. All right. Yeah, I can get you there." And he says, he turns and he smiles and looks at all of you and he goes, "Everyone buckled up?"
What the heck
Grizzly
is
looks
going
at these.
on?
Grizzly looks at that meager excuse for a harness, which is not. It's a belt, and he just says, "Drive on."
Uh, he he says, "All right, here we go," and he floors the vehicle out of the parking spot, whipping through traffic. It doesn't take long to get where you're headed. 10, 15 minutes. You guys enter a prefab residential area that doesn't look much different than prefab residential areas, all across the colonies. You guys have seen them everywhere. Um, all gray plasteel, pre-built stuff. Um, when Benny comes to a screeching halt and as he collects his fare, he goes, uh, "Are you guys going to be here a while, or do you need me to wait?" Or he goes, I can come back, or I can hang around."
Uh, Patch looks around and I don't know. He shrugs and he says, "I don't know what we're doing, friend."
He says, "All right." Well, he pulls out a plastic see-through card, and he goes, "Here's
Mm.
my terminal address. I'll be in the area for a few minutes. If past that, but you need a ride, just hit me up on the terminal. If I'm nearby, I'll come pick you up."
Jingon. And
Tell you what, we'll call you if we need that help.
Says, "That's what I'm saying. I got 5 mouths to feed at home."
Thought you had 6.
Who's counting?
I guess when you have that many, you can't keep track.
You got me there. Um,
Are they all named George? Uh, so when Grizzly gets out of this cab and he has to wait for the guys on either side of him, for you guys to get out, but when he gets out of the cab, it looks like that scene in The Green Mile when John Coffey gets off the truck and the thing, that springs unwind and thing goes up a foot and a half. I guess we noticed the ride in the Johnny cab was a little rough, given that the thing was down,
yeah,
bottomed out in the springs.
on the suspension. Yeah.
All right, so what does this place look like? Just one of many.
It's a
They're
prefab apartment building. Yeah.
and all the apartment buildings look the same. All the apartments look the
Yeah,
same.
pretty much. From your experience, you guys having been around, this is probably one of the nicer areas. It looks like these apartments are a little bit larger than the standard colony apartment. If you think of Ripley's apartment in Aliens, that place was basically just a big closet.
Yeah,
These look like they might actually have a couple rooms to them. She did get a pretty big settlement from LaSalle Bionational for her husband, so she probably used that money to buy a nice place. Nice, quote
Grizzly.
unquote.
So Grizzly takes one look and goes, "Must be doing all right for herself. This looks like officer country."
Where does the address take us? Is it up in the?
It's third floor, apartment 12.
Okay. So I guess Patch starts walking in that direction. Is this highly trafficked, or is it sort of?
There's people around. It's the middle of the day, so you imagine people are probably mostly at work.
Okay.
All right.
You have steps, and there's also an elevator. A freight elevator, if you need to put Grizzly in one.
Grizzly's more than happy to use the steps. So
So
let's not mess around.
yeah.
So Patch, he goes up to the third floor. I think he sort of like takes the lead, and
Yeah, Grizzly's right behind him.
and when they get to the apartment, he like looks back at the group, and then he goes up to the door, and he knocks briskly, and he says, "Cerdo pequeño, open up, let us in. Little
There,
pig."
there is no answer.
The
Is
door
there
looking
is
intact,
there
and
a doorbell?
Can I make an observation check?
Um, sure. What are you looking to observe specifically?
Signs of malfeasance.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead.
You're paranoid, cabron.
The court made me this way.
Keeps you alive.
You have two successes, which of course would give you a stunt on observation, but I don't think I don't think there's a stunt listed in the book that makes sense in this instance.
One-handed cartwheel. Duh.
um,
Every time I hear stunts in this game, that's what I think about.
that's right. So we can, if you want, you can just bank a +1 on your next observation roll.
Okie dokie.
No, nothing. The door is closed. Perfectly fine. There's no indication of any entry, any forced entry. Not even as if someone forced their way in and then put the door back. It's got a standard key card entrance, a key card lock on it, I should say. And everything looks fine.
So Patch, he puts down his duffel bag,
Hmm.
and he looks back at the group, and he says, "Numbers." And he holds out his hand and like almost like in a gimme gimme kind of thing with his hand. He's like, "Let's see him." And he like pulls out his terminal, and so my number is 15279. What does everyone else's begin with?
Mine says code 2, 1974.
Okay.
Like code 2 dash 1974.
Gentlemen?
Grizzly is 3-2262.
Ah. And
mine is
so
4.
he pushes up his glasses and he nods and he wags a finger and he like he thinks this is an encryption code in the order 1234 with the 4 digits uh, that follow. Is there any? So I think what he's going to do is he gets down on one knee and he like unzips his duffel bag, and where you would think a person would travel with like clothes and stuff, he's got like one pair of pants, one pair of underwear, and the rest is just filled with like cables and, and like old shit, old tech. And he pulls out this like wearable device and he like slips it on over his eye. Then he starts fucking with the key lock.
Awesome.
All right.
Long shot
Yeah.
begins overwatching, checking out the six, make sure nobody creeps up on us while we're doing this subterfuge.
Perfect. Perfect.
Just
Yeah,
like old
because
times.
to the casual observer, it looks like we're breaking in, which I guess we are.
Yes, we are.
Long
So,
shot's like, we just lost our key. That's fine. No, nothing to see here.
yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Go ahead and Patch, make a Comtech roll
Okay.
with +2 because don't you have electronic tools?
So I do have electronic tools. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even see that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, clicking this dice to add to submit.
3 successes.
Wow.
So you're yeah. As you kind of you open up the keycard system, and you punch in this 16-digit code, and the light turns green, and there's a click as it unlocks. You have 2 successes that you can use for stunts for later Comtech rolls.
Later Comtech rolls.
Yeah, or not necessarily later Comtech rolls, but where's the?
I'm looking at the cheat sheet right here.
Oh,
You
very
can
good.
save
Thank you.
them. You can save them for. You can save them for later to give you bonuses, or you don't need to overcome this particular thing again. You
I'm
can
looking
use
at
the
the
stunt
sheet
for
now.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. half the
So,
usual time. New or unexpected information. Is
I know
that
what
really a
the game theory would tell us, but instead he does it in half the time and shows off. He
Perfect.
like whips up the little eye patch, it like flips up, and he's like, "Still got it, eh?"
All right. Very good. Very good. Um,
Also, you go in first. I don't want to get shot.
uh, Grizzly? Gri- Grizzly grabs Patch, one hand on each shoulder, lifts him physically off the ground, rotates him to the right 90 degrees, and sets him down and steps in.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
the yeah, Sergeant Wall's apartment is rather large, considering. There is there's it's several rooms. There's kind of a living room that bleeds in with a sofa, a small sofa and a chair that bleeds into an eat-in kitchen. There on the far side, there's a doorway that leads into a bedroom. It looks like, and there's even a separate bathroom.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
this must be how the rich live.
It it looks like the place has been empty for months. There's a layer of dust that just kind of coats everything. The place is neat. I mean, there's not even dirty dishes in the sink. I mean, the place is neat. It just seems unused.
Hmm. Patch goes and sits on the couch, and he puts his feet up on something, a coffee table or
Coffee
whatever.
table, probably. Yep.
Yeah, coffee table, and with his duffel bag next to him, and his eye patch is like flipped up, and he says, "I don't think she's here, friends. Check the
Well,
fridge."
Check the fridge.
well, since I mean it's a relatively big place for these standards, but it's not giant.
No, no.
But just to make sure, Grizzly takes a look in the bathroom. He looks, make sure there's nobody here.
Okay.
I mean, standard procedure, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and make an observation roll,
I
Grizzly.
was afraid you were going to say I'd have to have an observation roll just to look and see if someone's there.
Well, I guess it's from the standpoint if you're just doing a cursory glance of checking the corners, then no, there's nobody here. If you want to really look, look at you.
Wow,
2 dice.
2 dice.
Yeah, eh, you specifically go through the apartment looking to see if anybody is here, and there is no one there. You check corners. You looked behind the shower curtain. Looked under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Okay. Well, nobody's here. I guess you guys figured that out already.
Is there an exterior window, or is this just a
No,
interior room?
it's an internal internal
Interior.
apartment. So yeah, there's no window that looks outside.
How about ventilation?
Yeah, there'd be ventilation shafts. Nothing big enough for a person, if that's what you're thinking. But
Right. What about the refrigerator? Does it look like it's been neglected for a while?
the refrigerator, I mean, well, a couple things about it. If you were to open it up, you would see that there's nothing in it except a jug of water. Everything else is empty. However, the refrigerator does have a terminal built into it, and the terminal is blinking one message.
Wait, say that again. There's a terminal in the
There's a
refrigerator?
terminator. There's a terminal built into the fridge, like on the outside of the refrigerator.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, and it's blinking one message.
correct. One new
Um,
message.
I'll push whatever to show the message.
The screen changes and asks for a 16-digit passcode.
Well, okay, so 4 times 4 is 16. We've got 4 separate digits or codes numbered 1 through 4 and with a dash and then with the 4-digit code. So
So the
how long
1
we
is not part of the code. It means that's the first 4 digits.
Right.
that
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't say that. Kowalski. Grizzly would never figure that out.
Well, so I think Patch
I gotta
had
shut
let
up
it
a
get to
lot.
the door, but he he was wrong, so he didn't say anything. But it is kind of funny that it's the pass to the fridge.
Oh, it's the 16.
I think this might be where the code goes. Patch.
Patch gets up from the couch and he flips down his eye patch again, and he like leans in, and it probably whirs with some kind of like chirp, mechanical chirp, and then he goes through the numbers and he punches in the 16-digit code.
All right. I'm having a technical difficulty on my end over here. Give me 1 second. My headset cord is wrapped around something, and I can't figure out what or where. And that's going to cause me some difficulty here if I don't fix it. There we go. All right, sorry about that. So I was struggling majorly. I was trying to get it done quick and quiet before you guys got to this point. The screen unlocks, and Aaron Wall's face shows up on the screen. She has deep rings under her eyes. She looks exhausted. Even still, there's a twinkle in her brown eyes, and she gives the camera a brief smile.
Patch quips, "She always was a snack, yes?" She's on the fridge.
Wow. My death dealers, she says. I hope you're all doing good, but if you're seeing this, I'm probably dead. A few months ago, I finally got a lead on everything that happened on Hansen's planet. There's no contagion there, at least there hasn't been for a long time. I know LaSalle Bionational caused whatever happened. My source said there's redundant drives in the bottom of their HQ on Hansen's planet that proves it. The company couldn't recover everything before they had to evac. Those drives can blow the whole thing wide open. The thing is, I know you guys got no skin in the game, and I've got no right to ask you to do this, but thousands of people have had their lives fucked by these corporate assholes. She closes her eyes for a minute. It seems like she's about to crack, and then she takes a deep breath. After a few seconds, she opens her eyes again and continues. My brothers, you're the only ones I know to turn to take the ball across the line. You know what we say in the Corps: when you can't run anymore, you walk. When you can't walk, you crawl. And when you can't do that, well, you know the rest. There's about 300 grand in a bag in my bedroom closet. That's enough to buy you discreet passage to Hansen's planet and some gear. Go see Reynolds. You can find him in the brown coat down by the spaceport. He's a good man. He has a ship that can get you there, and he'll be able to point you to where you can buy some decent equipment. Semper Fi, death dealers. The screen goes black.
This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
The fridge blows up. All right. So
Was there a timestamp at all or a date stamp at all with the video? Or is it...
There was not.
And so I think Patch like looks sort of deadpan at the message, and then he like slowly looks over at Grizzly. He says, "Oh, so I'm sorry."
Well, she's not dead till I see the body. Let's go get our girl. Who's going to go look for this money?
I
Stitch
will,
is a
friend.
big
What
one.
did you
You
say
know.
about 280,000? And he like walks into the bedroom.
With my astute observation abilities, you guys don't want me looking for anything.
All right. I mean, yeah, go for
Just
it.
point me in the direction.
Yeah, she said it was in the bedroom, right? In the closet?
Yeah,
That's it.
I am. I am assigning you guys agendas too. So give it a moment. You should see that show up on your character sheet.
Oh, cool. Cut and paste. Cut and paste.
Yep, yep, yep. I thought about doing it as a handout that I could just show to individual people, but with my luck, I'd click the wrong person and give them the wrong agenda, and that would be no good. Stitch. All right, you should all have agendas now. Welcome to Act 1.
Agendas in the handout section?
No, it's on your character sheet,
Oh,
upper
okay.
left.
Gotcha.
Wow. How apropos. Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry. One of you went and looked in the closet. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I think it was
So
Grizzly, right?
yeah, she's got a rather wide. It's about a 6 foot wide closet with a sliding door. You open it up and there's a bunch of like colony standard jumpsuits in there. Not anything crazy. And you push them to the side and there's a duffel bag up against the wall in the bottom. And yeah, if you pick it up, it's heavy.
Hmm.
Wow. So Patch walks into the bedroom and I assume watches Grizzly pull out a giant bag, heavy bag,
Yeah.
which is probably like nothing to him.
It was nothing to him. He grabs it and says, "Come on, let's go find this Reynolds guy."
Orale. Also, hold on a minute. And he's like standing in the doorway and he's like, I am sorry about. Is she a sergeant? What was her
Yeah,
rank?
she was sergeant. Yep.
I'm sorry about Sarge, but that's a lot of money in the bag. We could, well, you know. He looks around. He looks at like Longshot and Stitch, and he shrugs and he's like, "Guys, come on."
Where did you-
Grizzly turns and looks at Patch. The look that you get could bore holes right through your body. You're lucky his eyes aren't weapons. And he reaches out with one hand and puts it on your shoulder near your collarbone. He starts to squeeze just a little bit. And as he speaks the next words, he squeezes a little harder and a little harder. And he says, we all owe the Sarge a lot, right? Right, Patch? We owe the Sarge, don't we?
He
Starts to squeeze a little harder.
That's good.
She left us this money
Yeah.
to go see this Reynolds dude so that we could do the right thing. How about we get on with it? What do you think? Squeezes a little harder.
and he like a single bead of sweat is like dropping off his forehead, and he's like flustered and he's like, "You're always so serious, Oso." Of course, I didn't mean anything by it. And he like takes a step back to try to like get out of your grip, and he like puts his hands up, and he's like, "All I'm saying, if there's leftover money, I got groceries."
So Grizzly
Yeah.
is still holding on to you. When you're stepped back, you made about an inch and a half. But he lets go. He gives you a big smile and he pats you on the side of the face. So glad you're on board, Patch. This is going to be fun. Let's go.
Yeah, he like mutters under his breath and sighs, and the bead of sweat hits the floor, and he like steps aside and he looks wide-eyed at the other two, and shrugs.
Yeah, I'm just shaking my head.
Don't look at me. I
Yeah.
brought strip club money.
When Grizzly leaves the room, he like looks around, and then he like takes one arm and he like lifts up the mattress on the bed and he looks under.
An earwig goes scurrying for darkness.
Ah!
Ew.
And then he follows the group.
All right, gentlemen, what's the plan?
So, quick aside.
Yes.
The other day, I'm having my tea, which I drink through a straw. Okay.
Okay.
Out of a thermos.
Okay.
I get down close to the bottom of it.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Suddenly, between my cheek and my gums, I feel a piece of food. I reach in, I pull out the offending piece of food, which I thought was like a fried onion at first. And I
No.
looked under the light. It was an entire
tea.
dead earwig.
Ah,
Somehow,
man.
somehow climbed down my straw, somehow drowned in my hot tea,
oh,
and wound up
God.
in my mouth.
Oh my god.
God.
Whole.
Ugh.
It's so gross, dude.
Was anyone there to observe this?
I sent the picture immediately to my entire family, and
Oh.
I think I'm scarred for life now.
The
That
end of the straw.
that happened to me almost 12 years ago. I filled up my I had a couple of these these travel coffee cups with the lids that lock down, and I was running not really running late, but running late for me, and I poured a bunch of coffee in it, screwed the lid on, went out the house, went to work, got to work, popped the top just popped the little hinge back, and I was drinking from it. And then at some point, for some reason, I actually pulled the lid off. I don't remember why, and there he was, just floating in the top. I was like, "Oh god!" I don't think I drank coffee for 4 days after that,
It's a psychological assault, man.
dude.
Now you know what losing sanity feels like.
Yeah,
Ugh, I really dislike things that have their skeletons on the outside.
yeah. I get that.
Ugh. All right, well,
Is it a good
now
time
that
to
my
take a
stomach's
bio
doing
quick, guys?
flip-flops.
Sorry about that. Is it okay to take a quick bio?
Yeah, we can do that if you need to. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Sure. All right, be right back.
Oh, we on break?
Hi, Henry. I'm already here. Good. I just saw your email. You asked if I wanted to bring the wall back or keep the same as the railroad ties. What do you mean exactly?
I'm back.
Yeah. When you say, oh, I hadn't given that any thought. I I don't know what. Go ahead. Well, that was generally what we had discussed. I just wondered, is there an advantage or disadvantage, um, one way or the other? Yeah. No, not really. I don't want it shifted. And then I have a comment. The contract says on the leveling of the walkway to replace 4 posts, but it's really only 3, right? The one at the head of the stairway is perfectly good. That thing is level with a slight, just a very slight slope for water drainage. No, let's say that again. If you're entering, if you're entering from the driveway down the walkway, the first 3 need to be replaced or adjusted to make it level. The 4th one is at the top of the stairway that goes down. That one is good. So we were just going to do the 3, the 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did you dig out the 4th one? Have you dug around them yet? Yeah, okay. I guess the main thing is to take a look at it, see what we got. But right now, it hasn't been sinking or doing anything. But okay, all right, okay, uh, okay. And we agreed we're going to take that we're going to take that red plastic dry well out, right? Oh, good. All right. So, and then I just thought that we could put if we just put an elbow on, cut the downspout on the gutter and put an elbow on it and attach it to your drain that you're going to put in, and we just run black plastic pipe down into the drainage ditch is perfectly fine. Because that's a drainage easement anyway. I don't, on my on the survey that's a drainage easement, so we'll just let it drain down there. Great.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, that's
So am I.
nice. Cool.
I think he's on a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Gotcha.
I was going to say I'd be shocked if anything got down far enough for anyone to see. Yeah, I I don't think it's a big deal. I'll be there. I've got some stuff to do. I'll be there Friday evening, so I can take a look. Is tomorrow Friday? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow night. We're going to be there this weekend. Correct. Yeah. Good. Cool.
Sharif, Jim, you two there?
Guess not.
Hey, no problem. And like I said, if cool.
Ay, ay, ay.
So I uploaded a PDF of Alien to ChatGPT to get me rules here, so I should be able to keep
Ah,
pace.
gotcha. It's actually a
We
really
got disconnected. Yeah.
it's
I'm going to
actually a
copy
really
your
simple
homework,
system.
Kyle.
What's that?
I'm going to copy your homework when I get lost and confused because I don't have ChatGPT.
Sure. Yeah, you can tell me. I'll put in inquiries.
So I'll be like, Kyle, how do
Appreciate
I
it.
put?
Yeah. I had to dig quite a hole to get that.
Hmm. I had to mute him on my end.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how long he was on that phone call while I've been continuously recording and streaming. Oh well.
Yeah, I muted him too. That's
No,
funny.
it was a little bit while
Hey,
later it started.
I notice I have a Siegen Systems diagnostic device.
Yes,
We'll call
Seegson
that the
Systems.
patch.
Yeah, the that's right. Yeah, that is for troubleshooting and hacking computer systems specifically.
Okay.
And has it replaced his eyeball or is it just over it?
The way I see it is, it's uh, like Google Glasses or something. It's like a little AR device.
I'm in.
Welcome.
Mostly just to explain the art.
That's right.
All right. Sorry, I was a little longer than usual. I was talking to a guy who's tearing down an old 40-year-old railroad tie retaining wall and putting it back with block.
Oh, well, we heard part of the conversation.
Oh, you did? Oh man, I'm didn't know. My headset's just laying on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Was just. But you can hear me now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my cough button is blinking red. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That thing's not working.
There you
All
have
right.
it.
Okay.
All right. Don't say
More
anything
technology that isn't performing correctly.
The mute is kaput.
embarrassing. I like that.
Oh, that's terrible. Jim, you there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are standing in the apartment with a bag full of cash.
Uh, well, Grizzly doesn't see much need to hang out here. Uh, if you boys have to use the little boys' room, now's the time.
We're supposed to check into this guy who's got a ship, correct? And a
Yeah.
fence who's got equipment.
Is it Reynolds at the spaceport?
Yep.
Um,
At
Bill
the
Reynolds.
often found in a bar called, what'd she say? She said you can find him in the brown coat down by the spaceport. Spaceport.
Brown coat?
Yep.
That's a weird name for a bar.
Firefly crossover.
So,
Yeah.
are we in any particular hurry here, or there's no time limit, correct?
Eh.
Hey,
All right.
time is of the essence.
So, yeah, I think
Our friend is in danger.
while Grizzly is like marching out with his bag of cash to jump into action, Patch like says to Stitch in a long shot, he's like, "Is he serious? We're just gonna. I mean, where's the fire?"
Time is pressing there, my friend. Time is pressing.
Listen, whatever we do, we should plan it through first. We don't get any second chances, remember? Why do I suddenly sound like Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
Grizzly turns around and says, "By the way, one of you guys needs to call a cab. Uh, who got the guy's card?
Wow.
He gave it to somebody,
Yeah.
right?
Not
Yeah, I
me.
think I got it here, so I walked
Okay.
over to the
Uh,
phone and
but-
stick it in.
But even though Grizzly's not the sharpest tool in the shed, he does realize that um, walking into a bar with a giant bag full of money could be problematic. Although he'd almost dare someone to try and take it away from him.
Well,
Listen, quick
But,
question though.
but he did hear the comment about a plan.
why don't we leave the money here where it was? I'll watch over it, and you go secure the goods.
Well, one thing that's on Longshot's mind is that they may be being watched right now. Like we don't know what Wall got herself into, and she's likely made some enemies with what she's up to. So, assuming the worst, so that we prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. They're onto her, which means they're onto this, which means they're onto us. So we got to be careful. We gotta start our op right now. I think.
And knowing that we know that they know that we know. Sorry.
And it just reminded me of Eddie Murphy doing the Honeymooners,
No.
Oh yeah.
which I'm not going to do in case you're broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we are.
Please don't.
So
Keep it clean.
let's do some security. Let's hide this bag of money until we've made a deal with the guy, and we could set up a pickup for our shit and pay him off. And let's not tip our hand that there's 4 of us involved. We need a face man and the muscle, and then I'll do Overwatch, and we could post Stitch's security somewhere where they don't know where he is, and go carefully. That's my 2 cents, or Longshot's 2 cents, not mine. I'd be like, let's go. What could go wrong?
Um, hmm.
Okay.
Thoughts?
What happened to Hachi?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm just listening.
No thoughts?
your icon disappeared.
Yeah, your icon did disappear. You're still
You're
here?
there.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So where are we supposed to meet this guy?
He hangs out at a bar called the Brown Coat down near the spaceport, and he has a spaceship, and he's supposed to point us to where we can get gear
Right.
All
to
right.
go to Hanson's planet.
So let's try to look less like fucking hard nuts and more like normal people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good idea. Well, I don't know. I mean, what do we? We're
Grizzly, stay in the
civilian-
cab.
Yeah.
Need like a button-up shirt. That's how you'll be fine.
Where's that Hawaiian shirt I had?
Well, okay. So let's make a plan. Let's not. We won't have. God, I don't know I don't have the names of the characters memorized yet. Bear. I don't want to call him Bear. Why don't we send 1 or 2 or at least intimidating guys in to meet with this guy, and the other 2 stay with the money outside somewhere.
Okay.
Once
So
we get there,
so Patch looks around. He's like, I guess that would be you two, no?
I think so.
I'm pretty intimidating, yes. And he looks over at
You got Terminator face.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's my vote.
So what? You 2 are
All
going
right.
in. Patch is staying with the money, and I'll do security outside the bar. Is that
I
a
mean, you
plan?
guys can be outside the bar together. Just I don't know if 4 of us walking in doesn't.
No, I think 2 going in is a great idea, but
Yeah.
I'll go with you to watch outside. I mean, if a car full of bad guys pulls up, you want to know before they get here.
Right.
Do we have comms? One to the other?
No. No, all you
No,
have
I
is
don't
what's
have
in
any
your
gear.
equipment. Yeah.
Well, it's going to make backing you up a problem.
I think there's only one weapon between the 4 of you.
What's
Who
that?
has it? I know I don't.
I have a
I
combat.
have electroshock grenades for some reason.
Oh, you guys, you have electroshock grenades?
Grizz
2
Two of
weapons between you.
Grizzly is a combat knife.
Are these weapons? I was kind of assuming the weapons would be procured.
Well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. She told you the money's to help get you where you need to go and to buy whatever you need. But you do have, if you look in the bottom right of your character sheet, you do have gear that tells you what equipment you have.
Yeah, I was using the word. Yeah, I was using the word gear in the generic sense, meaning we're going to need weapons and stuff.
Right.
So the
For the
money's in a
mission.
bag.
Correct.
Money's in a
Is
bag.
there anything else in the bag? Because I know Wall, she was always one step ahead. Is there like a pistol in there?
There is not. No, it's just stacks of UA dollars.
So Patch is like rifling through his duffel bag on the couch, and he's like, "Well, I was able to get this through security." And he pulls out a shotgun, and he's like, "It ain't much."
Damn. You got that through security?
He shrugs, and
He shrugs.
he says,
How deep is your butthole, son?
"This scanner just went kaput."
I
Not even
carried
any
that
Vaseline on
uncomfortable
it.
hunk of metal in my ass.
Christopher Walken.
The electronics, the scanners, they're very unreliable, yes?
And the gun oil is still good? It's still in place? Impressive. There's no Vaseline on any of this.
Man. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's not overcomplicate a ham sandwich.
That's right.
If we get in trouble, we got our fists and some knives, and that's it. But we're big guys.
We got electroshock grenades. Here, I'll give you one electroshock grenade to take in with you. That's all I got. I'll keep the other one with me.
All right. So, what's the plan? Who's going in to talk to Reynolds?
It's going to be, I guess, me and Sharif.
Okay.
No, I'm supposed to be outside.
Oh, you're outside.
Well, so then, who's got the money?
The money's staying in the apartment with Patch, right? Is that what we said?
No, I thought we were going to take it and just have
I
it
think
up.
we. I think. I think that I don't think we want to backtrack to the apartment, but I think. What if we go to the bar near the spaceport, but all 4 of us don't need to hang out together? 2 can go in. No, the thing is that a big bag of money. I mean, no one knows it's got money, but a guy lugging around a big bag. But we got other shit, right?
But listen, if you were going to buy,
Grizzly currently has a backpack.
Yeah, I've got
Has a
double bag.
pack. Now, I don't think there's anything in it. Whoa, we could put the money in the pack. No, do we look
don't
like
know what we're walking into? So
do we look like a bunch of tourists that just got off the turnip spaceship?
The turnip spaceship. No, I wouldn't.
Just a
think
stupid
so.
tourist, Ossifer.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way. If somebody's watching us right now and we walk into this apartment with nothing and we walk out with a giant duffel bag, they're going to know to shake us down.
Yeah,
So I
that's fair.
suggest, and if you were going in to buy a huge quantity of illegal stuff from somebody, would you bring 300 grand with you? Or would you bring just yourself? So if they shook you down, you'd be like, you think I'm dumb enough to bring this money with me? You know what I mean?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we put the money in Grizzly's backpack, and then Patch will walk out of the apartment with the duffel bag and just like as a decoy and walk somewhere else and give you guys time to get to the bar.
I just don't know what's the problem with leaving it here because.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, it's
You
a
know what I
cab
mean?
ride from wherever we have to make the deal, I think is the issue. So
That's fair.
he's going to
Yeah,
be
it's just
like, hey, where's the
go for
cash?
it.
You're like, oh, give me an hour. I got to go back and get it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if we leave it here with Patch and someone's watching us, they're going to know 4 guys went in, 3 guys came out. If they want to know what we're up to, they just got to come and rough up Patch. And what's he going to do if he's all by himself?
Listen, I got
Well,
to
the same
Lose
thing
the
he's
money.
going to do if he's by himself hiding out in an alley somewhere. The same thing. At least here he's defensive.
Oh, I'm not saying he should be hiding by himself.
So everyone goes with the money.
I'm saying I like the idea of stuffing the bag with some bed sheets or something, putting the money in the backpack and in the pack, and then we just pick two go in to meet Reynolds and 2 stay outside. I don't know. Hey,
whatever works for me. Let's just.
Grizzly just wants to do
Do it.
something.
I don't know. I think Sergeant Wall, she went through the trouble of putting codes on her fridge for the message. So I'm sure that's secure. I don't know. I think we should trust her OPSEC, and we don't have to maybe tie ourselves in knots to assume that somebody's gonna.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
do.
yeah, I think that's.
All right. So what if?
Sure, but Longshot snorts in disgust at your lack of planning.
All right. The
He's
other.
like, you guys, we did get deployed together, right?
I got your ass out safe, didn't I?
Yeah. At no time did we wing any of that. But you guys do what you want.
If you want Patch to stay with money, which based on his previous comments is problematic in itself, what if we took sufficient cash, not the whole thing, but sufficient cash to buy some weapons and other gear that we might need for the trip, and to secure a ship with promise of payment, final payment later. So we don't bring the whole amount with us, but that way we can pick up weapons and stuff so that we can come back, and as soon as we get some weapons, then we're way more formidable opponents.
Yeah, that sounds good. I can also maybe do some Comtech wizardry on the door to try to increase encryption. Maybe.
Well, I'm sure that that encryption will stand up real well against a big boot or something. But sure.
All right. Well,
All right. All right. I'm sorry. What's the final plan here? Let me know how we're proceeding here.
Right away, I see a problem with this, or Longshot sees one. Who is the most senior ranking person in this squad?
nobody. We're all retired.
We can't all have the same rank.
Three corporals and the guy who is in the longest is a private.
Who's been in the longest who's a corporal?
Oh, who's been the longest that's a corporal? That would have
Or
to be
who did
Stitch.
leadership stuff when we are like assisted the sergeant or has some kind of claim to leadership skills in this group? If not, we'll just go with time in as a corporal. Who's been a corporal the longest?
You don't want the medic doing it. If we're looking for a squad leader, we don't want the medic doing the squad leader.
I've got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Who's got the? Let me look here. Who's got the highest wit skill?
Well, that would probably be me at 5.
You're the leader.
Yeah, no shit.
It's you.
Let's look at command, empathy and command. What do people have?
I have a 5 and a 0.
It's not
2
me.
empathy, 0 command.
Does anybody have command?
No, I don't.
I don't.
But
All
if
right,
you look
well,
at it,
both the designated marksmen.
but if you look at it, a command role would be the combination of empathy plus command. So who has the highest empathy?
It's probably me, the medic 5.
Because here's the thing I'm thinking from just combat roles, the medic and the designated marksman have to operate away from the coordination of the squad sometimes. So it's best to have somebody who's going to be fixed and able to oversee the others. So it's probably going to have to be Kyle.
Yep, Grizzly is the tank and Kyle is the brains. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So if Oso is our base of fire, Kyle's our leadership, and the rest of us will do the fire and maneuver stuff. We're good. So final decisions are yours, Kyle. You got to break up ties and you got to make decisions. It's all you.
All right, so he's standing in the living room and he's like, "Híjole, are you serious, bro?"
And no stealing the goddamn money, Patch.
And he looks around and he's like, "I don't even want to be here. Are you kidding me?" And he like, you could see the conflict in him. But he like looked like, I imagine like everyone's looking at him, and he like he looks back at you guys with like sort of a extended silence, and he says, "Are we really doing this?"
Yeah, we are.
I think it's too late to back out now, brother.
Well,
Mhm.
let me step out of character for a second. We got like you said, Grizzly is basically a dumb tank, point and shoot tank. Um, and Patch is a real smart tech guy. Um, Stitch is what, predominantly a medic kind of guy?
All medic.
All medic.
Yeah. And a little bit of range combat, but not a whole lot.
So the only guy I see that has any kind of real strategic acumen from experience would be Longshot.
So I am willing to play whatever role. My motivation puts me in conflict with being the leader. But
Okay. So he's
but
adamant about not wanting to do it.
I think he's like he's just kind of like this burned out, squirrely guy who doesn't feel any loyalty to this woman. But I'm not. I mean, I could absolutely push the character in that direction, but you guys got to convince me. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, here's the thing, Patch. I know you don't want to do this mission. I know you don't know Wall anything, but the rest of us are going, and we need you. So if you're not going to do it for her, do it for us.
He. Oh man.
Come on, brother, nut up. This can't be Tianjin all over again. We're going to get chewed up out there.
He like rubs his temples, and let me find some idiom here from my list. But he says, see, I can see you idiots will do it, whether I go or not.
You're our best chance of not getting killed, Patch.
Well,
you are the smart one.
I am your best chance at opening a door. And he
and the fridge.
And the fridge.
I mean, the bear wouldn't be enjoying this week-old sausage egg McMuffin he found in the fridge if it wasn't for you.
All right, so he nods and he doesn't like it, but he seems to be convinced for the time being. And he shakes his head and he says, "All right, tactical
All right.
analysis, Corporal." And he, and I assume you go through like some of the planning that you were going through.
Oh yeah, long shot's super good at planning.
All right.
He gives you a list of all your available resources. He gives you a list of the predicted dangers you're going to meet. He gives you a list of his personal calculations for the next obvious moves and what he thinks that we don't know that could show up. Like
All
he's
right.
been thinking about it for the last week, even though he hasn't.
Since you said that,
Hmm?
long shot, make not normally see survival usually hands and make a survival roll if you would.
Oh, this is going to be terrible. Okay, here we go.
Look
Or
at
not.
you.
Or not. He had 0 survival, by the way, but he does have 4 wits, so he's a pretty smart dude.
Yeah. And obviously that gives you a stunt, which we can look at the survival stunts. It might be as simple as banking a +1, but um, since you've been thinking about it, um, and you've been kind of noodling through things just as you guys have been talking and discussing this, I'm you actually know a fair amount about Hansen's planet besides what is just basic general information. The Hansen's planet is it's a UA colony joint with LaSalle Bionational. You guys kind of know that. That 10 years ago had this major outbreak, and the whole system is off limits by UA. But it's not actually a planet. It's a large moon that is it's a large moon that is gravitationally locked with one side facing the planet it orbits at all times, just like our moon, right? The planet it faces is a big red gas giant, so it's kind of a deep ruby glow that casts low light across the main settlement of Hansen's planet during the day, and at night, of course, it's dark. But it's probably 10 to 20 degrees Celsius during the day, which lasts about 12 hours, and the night's usually close to freezing, uh, which also lasts about 12 hours. So that's what you know about Hansen's planet based on that roll.
I'm sorry, how far away is it from here?
Just a couple parsecs.
We've been living in Europe, 1939, so that's about how long? That's how long?
Um,
I
Well, it
love it.
depends on the speed of the ship in terms of. I think a parsec is 4.12 light years. Don't quote me on that.
All
But
right,
it depends on the speed of the ship that takes you in terms of how long it takes you to get there. But
but
you're strong chance you're probably going to be in cryo for a short time.
yeah,
Yeah,
cryo.
it's not that far.
Okay.
Looking at the stunts, Sharif, the only stunt that really seems to apply in this instance would be taking a +1 to a later survival roll.
Affirmative. I'll do that.
Okay.
And
And
I'll
you're still
forget.
So,
holding a +1 on observation, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Perfect.
even know where to put all those notes exactly. Is there notes?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write it down, I guess. I'm
I'll put
sorry.
it in
Go
my
ahead.
appearance. I'll put it in my
no, no,
appearance.
no worries.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's
like,
fine.
I imagine we're all around like the kitchen counter or something or whatever, and Patch thinks for a minute. He takes in your tactical analysis, and then he says, "All right, well, uh, Stitch and I will go meet the contact. We put part of the money in Oso's backpack. We stash the rest of the money in a locker at the terminal, and then we get long shot on Overwatch. Yes."
Roger that.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
playing.
Uh, so do you guys call Benny the cab driver back to come pick you up?
Uh, sure, unless Longshot has reservations. Uh,
Longshot has reservations.
Okay.
at a restaurant or
Yeah, right.
No metagame.
okay. So what would be the plan?
Get a
It's
random.
not walkable.
I mean, it is, but it's a good ways. It
How about
was
public transit?
Just get a random cabbie.
yeah.
Don't
Just
get the same guy.
Random
call it.
cabbie?
Yeah, look look up a connection for a Johnny Cab.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. You could call a Johnny Cab. Absolutely.
Yeah, or flag one or whatever. Pick a random one.
Yeah, that's fine.
He flips down his eye patch.
So I'm gonna do a 50-50 here. Yeah, you get yeah. There's as you guys come out, there's a Johnny Cab right nearby.
He orders Uber XL for Grizzly.
Yeah, that's right.
And which gets canceled, and you got to order another one. Wait 20 minutes.
It pulls up and the gull wing doors open up and the robot cab driver turns around and with that terrifying animatronic face that looks vaguely like Robert Picardo. And
Did you guys play Cyberpunk, the video game that came out a few years ago?
I did not.
The Delamain cabs?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, it was on my list, but I never got around to it.
I hear it's better now, right?
Yeah,
I
they
played it from day one on the PC. There was never any problem on PC. It was fantastic. I never had any problems at all. And it's really good now. Kai's playing it again and again and again. I think he's on his third playthrough. It's
Oh my
really good.
God.
But they have robotic cab company in that game. But never mind. It's
All right.
if you haven't seen it, it's not gonna
Um,
mean anything.
welcome to Johnny Cab. Where can I take you today?
So Patch has his he like flips down his little visor thing and he like does a public search for businesses around the brown coat
Okay.
and he picks a random one and he says we're going to Mamacita's Casita. And he's like a restaurant like around the block.
Yeah. The Johnny Cab turns around and says, "Buckle your seatbelts."
See? And he he buckles his seatbelt.
All right, and so okay, so that I'm sorry. Now I've got my head kind of in a little bit of a twirl. So that's Patch and Grizzly that are going there. Is that right?
So we're going Patch and Stitch into
Patch and
the
Stitch. Okay.
and Grizzly. Well, I kind of wanted Grizzly on premises, but maybe not with us. And then Overwatch was long shot, maybe out in the street.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we're all going to the same place. We're just
Gotcha.
not all four going in, and we didn't. It was a good move. We didn't want to pull up right in front of the place.
Right. So
You do need a way for me to warn the guys that are inside if I see something. How do
Yeah.
You've got a mouth.
I mean, I could toss a grenade across the street.
I've got this terminal that I've been fucking with, so I don't know.
Is there a way for me to contact you on the terminal?
You
Is
guys
there a way
don't
for me to
have any
text you?
communications.
We don't have
No.
cell phones?
No.
So
I have a PDA or a PDT. What's PDT set?
The PDT set it's the locator set like you saw in Aliens.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have like a function for
No, it doesn't have.
like what if I
content
push
built
what if I like hold the button down or something? Does it like do an alert?
in? Yeah, we can do that. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay,
It'll
so, like, if I'm
it'll
down
like
and in
beep
trouble,
loud
I
3
can-
times or something.
Yeah. I'll hit the panic button if there's some evil shit out here. Okay.
So
Don't get
three-
killed. Good luck.
3 of us will go in. I guess we have to take the roundabout way because we were going to stash the lion's share of the money, right?
Yeah, I think
well,
we
you were
were.
talking about an airport locker, so
Yeah,
if you want
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, we do
We have
that.
to stop at the airport, then go to Mama's Casitas.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so we'll do that. We'll stop at the airport.
Yeah.
I figured in the apartment we put the lion's share of the cash in in the duffel bag.
Yeah.
We'll put all that stuff in there. Do you guys want?
We don't put it in the
do you want
locker until we've
shotgun?
cleared this area.
Do you want the shotgun or?
Who's going in?
Well,
It's
so
you
I'm
and,
going
uh,
in, but
you
I don't
and,
think I can bring a shotgun into a bar, right?
Well, I mean, you brought it through an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't go and make a deal with this dude carrying a duffel bag full of weapons, right?
I mean, it's not full of weapons. It's just got
No,
one
okay, it's got
weapon.
one weapon. All right,
Well,
fine.
are you going to sheath it internally anyway?
Jesus God.
You've already
God.
established. I took out the TSA scanner.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Um,
We're arguing about whether or not you had a shotgun in your ass at the airport. I love it.
I'm smooth bore, baby.
Smooth bore.
That's a great nickname.
Yeah, that's a great nickname. Fuck that. Smooth bore. That's where it's at. Now, see, this is an actual Marine squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we stash maybe the X amount of cash in a bag in the airport terminal.
Right.
Then we go over to Mamacita's Casita taco joint, and then we walk to the brown coat,
Yeah.
and we leave long shot outside, and Grizzly enters separately.
So the
What's the contact's name, by the way?
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
yep. The sorry, hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Just got a frog in my throat for a second. The brown coat is doesn't look like much of a place. It's easy to find. It's an old prefab, gray plasteel building that looks like it's needed a new coat of paint for 20 years. There's a flickering neon sign hanging over the door that just says bar. As you go inside, and this is Stitch and Patch, right? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Grizzly. After they go in,
Smooth bore.
af- after they go in, Grizzly's going to give it a 10 count or so, and then he's going to slide in the front door. But he's
Gotcha.
not going to proceed to the bar. He's going to hang back near the door and
Gotcha.
watch.
The inside low light, fights to pass through thick clouds of billowing cigarette smoke. Place is half empty. There's some old music playing, something from the 20th century that you don't really recognize. There's probably a dozen people in colony standard jumpsuits hanging out around the bar or some of the tables. There's a woman sitting in a booth right as you come in, just off to the right. She's wearing a flight suit, and she seems to be passed out on the table with a bunch of papers and a ledger on the table in front of her that she's passed out on.
So we go to the bar.
All right.
We don't have any info about what Reynolds looks like, correct?
You do not.
All right. So he orders a light beer, and
The bartender scoffs.
and he looks at Stitch and he says, "Puntada, you want something?"
Yeah, I'll have what he's having, only not light.
The bartender gives you a look for a minute. He's kind of like a big bull-headed guy, kind of overweight. He's not even wearing a shirt. He's like wearing a leather vest or something like that, right? And he just kind of looks at you and probably gives a slight shake of his head for a second as he serves you both what looks like the same rather murky-looking brew in maybe a somewhat unclean glass. And
Is he wearing a shirt under his vest?
No.
So it's is this like clientele men only?
Is
Does he
this
have like a leather biker cap on?
Not quite, but he probably
Oh,
should. He says gruffly, "That'll be $7."
All right. So he gives him a generous tip, like $5 extra, and he says, "Amigo, I have a friend who told me to meet her friend here, man named Reynolds."
He he looks at you. Goes, "You got a lot of friends. But yeah, if you're looking for Captain Reynolds, he's out over there." And he points towards the back corner of the bar.
Captain. And he nods and he says, gracias. And he takes his whatever, beer, something, and makes his way over there, presumably with Stitch in tow.
Yep.
And
Going
just to be
one.
clear, Reynolds is procuring the weapons of the ship.
Now he's supposed to be the guy with the ship.
The ship.
And he has a contact for the weapons.
Okay.
That's correct.
And the name of the woman, the Sergeant
Aaron Wall.
Wall. Okay. All right.
So as you head over to the booth, there's a guy standing there or sitting in the booth. He's sitting by himself. He's got a mug of something in front of him as well as a shot glass. As you approach, he kind of gives you a little bit of a he looks you both up and down. Um, oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. But anyway, that's what he looks like,
Amazing.
and he reaches into his coat, pulls out a 357 Magnum, and just sets it on the table in front of him, and and then just sets it down and then picks up his drink. He's just watching as you guys approach.
He says, Neto, amigo. And he takes a step back and he says, I was just coming over here to buy you a third drink.
He he nods. He says, "Well, I'll thank you for the drink, but I'm not sure I'm your amigo, amigo."
Well, my amiga says you amigo. And he like leans over the table and he says, are you Reynolds' friend?
He goes, "My name's Malcolm Reynolds. Who's your friend?"
Wall. Sergeant Wall.
Make an observation roll.
All right. Uh,
Probably something you're pretty good at. You got a high wit.
oh, wow.
Holy God!
Pretty good.
What the-
You observed this
My
guy so
God.
hard, you could give us the name of his second grade teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
The probability god is going to pay you for this later.
You were going to yeah, you can observe his blood type just by looking at him. So I don't really know that there's any real stunts that go along with this. So just give yourself +3 dice on your next observation roll.
Okay.
Uh, Something definitely flashes through his eyes for a moment when you say that, and his jaw, which was set kind of hard, softens up just a little bit, and he says, "Have a seat."
And he sits down and he says, this is my friend, Stitch.
He looks you over and says, "That's a mighty odd name, friend."
I am noticing quite a bit of pop cultural references. And he looks back and forth between these two.
I don't conjure. I know what you mean. So, does a friend of what is a friend of Aaron Wall's doing sitting in my booth in the brown coat?
He looks over at Stitch briefly, takes a sip of his beer, looks back at Malcolm Reynolds, and he says, well, friend, we're on one last mission. And he says,
I love it when they do that.
I love it when they do that. And he says, we need transport. Hanson's World.
That's extra XP, right? 'Cause you did that.
That's right. Kyle, make a manipulation roll.
Oh.
Before he makes the manipulation roll, I add and supplies.
Okay.
You add what?
Um, actually, so let's do this. Who of you, of the two of you, who's going to have the higher manipulation roll? It's probably Stitch.
Yeah, it's
It
not
is
me.
me. It's I got a 5 and a 2.
Oh yeah. All right. So go ahead and make a manipulation roll and get a +1 bonus because the two of you are doing this together.
So add dice, right? So add
Correct.
one dice.
Yep. All right. Two successes, which I'm not conflicting the roll, so I'm just going to make that fine. He and you have a stunt, so we'll look at your stunt list on manipulation and see what you think would be helpful.
Okay.
Um, he says one last mission, huh? To Hansen's planet. Aaron was on one last mission to Hansen's planet too.
Yeah. Well, you see, our whole platoon, special kind of stupid.
Because no, I get it. Um, when you can't run anymore, you walk. When you can't walk anymore, you crawl. Says, all right. It's not going to be easy to get to Hansen's planet. You think I'm the guy that can get you there, huh?
We have it on good authority.
And no other choice.
Well, don't insult the man.
Hey, Hachi, I have a question.
Sure.
This is a game question.
Okay.
One of the manipulation stunts is target doesn't demand return favor.
Yeah, within reason to be sure.
Well, what I was wondering was, could that stunt be used for Reynolds not to charge us for the trip?
I anticipated that, and I'm going to say no, but it would earn you a discount.
But obviously I can't make that decision.
That's right.
I'm not even at the table, and it wasn't my role.
He he says, I can get you to Hanson's. I've got requires a certain kind of ship, and I can do that. Um, for friends of Aaron Wall, I can do it for 250.
Hmm. And
Can I use my stunt to reduce that? Or is that
Yeah,
already
yeah.
reduced?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, well, the manipulation stunt that I got for sure. Yeah, let's. Your opponent does more than you ask for, giving you some useful piece of information.
Yeah. Um,
But do it cinematically. Continue your give him a sob story or something, or
is Sharif
play on
there?
his.
Did we lose Sharif?
Oh,
he's
There
on
he
Negative,
watch.
George, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Yeah,
here.
there you are.
You disappeared on my screen.
No, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I'm outside looking for trouble.
What's Wall's first name? Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I agree with you there. It's so Stitch will start looking pensively down and say, yeah, this is one last mission, but it isn't a mission for the colonies. It isn't a mission for the governments. It isn't a mission for the military. It's a mission for our comrade and friend Aaron. Um, we really appreciate your generosity in this circumstance.
It was all right.
I don't outright ask him for a discount, but fine. So
All right. I'll save you a little bit on that. When are you guys going to be ready to leave? How many of them are? How many of you are there? Just two of you?
4.
Four. All right. Well, you're in luck. He says, we we can't take my ship to Hansen's planet. The UA's got the system all blocked off. So we need a stealth ship. We're going to take my. I've got a shuttle that I've got. Let's just say stashed on a nearby moon. The shuttle's got stealth technology. We'll rendezvous with my shuttle, and then we'll take it to Hansen's. The stealth technology will get us through the perimeter. Well, the reason I say you're in luck is because the shuttle's got 6 cryo tubes. The four of you plus me makes 5. So, good thing you don't have any more. We'd be running out of space fast. Um, any cargo or anything else I need to know about?
Well, we were, amigo, we were told you could point us in the direction of some equipment.
He goes, well, I'm sure if you need prefab tools and wrenches, you could just go to the hardware store. But I
See,
think you mean something a little more than that.
he shrugs and uh, he says, just in case, okay? And
He says, you see, without looking right at him, you see the guy sitting over at the bar in the orange jumpsuit.
he nods.
He works for a low-level businessman uh, named Badger. Badger can get you anything you need within reason, I'm sure. He's not cheap, but you can count on him.
Gracias, amigo. Where do we meet you? And they kind of talk logistics.
Yeah. He tells you to he tells you that he can be ready to take off in 6 hours. They've already refueled and everything. They were just waiting to see if they could pick up a charter. So he tells you which bay to 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 come to when you guys are ready, and gives you
So
his card to hit him up on the network too.
he extends a hand to shake
Yeah.
and nods, and then I think he'll make his way back to the bar.
Yeah. And he says, and just a reminder, it was 250, but 220 for a friend of Aaron's.
Gracias, friend. And he
Bless you,
nods.
sir.
You know, the first thought I had when you said his name was Badger.
We could build a
Badgers?
great wooden
We don't
boat.
need
We
no
don't
stinking badgers.
Yeah.
All right.
Except we kind of
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes.
So we go to the bar,
Yeah.
and where in the bar is Grizzly?
I'm standing just inside the front door, leaning against the wall,
Okay. All right.
watching
If
everything.
you want to.
And
Are you shooting me a look?
yeah, I give you like sort of a nod, like things
Okay.
have gone well, and he like as he's approaching you, he like sharply turns towards the bar, and with an empty beer glass, and he puts the pint glass down, and he tries to flag down the bartender for another one.
All right. Yeah.
And I put a hand on his arm and go, "We have work to do. We can drink."
Well, isn't the guy in orange at the bar?
He
Oh,
is.
is he? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
Thinking Slim is next to me.
he looks at you.
Yeah,
That's right.
right.
He looks at you and mutters something under his breath, and he's waiting for the beer. And he like turns towards the guy in orange, and he says, "Hola, amigo."
he he kind of glances over at you, out of the corner of his eye, and he's as we know, I don't do accents, but he's got
Yeah.
this. He's got a really thick Cockney accent, and he says, uh, "You need something?"
See, quick to business. I'm buying a lot of drinks around here today. Uh, a friend of yours, or acquaintance of yours, told me that you might be able to procure some equipment for me and my friends.
He goes, I just run a forklift. Oh God, I just went southern on it. I just run a forklift. I don't know what equipment you're talking about.
Oh, see, amigo, see. Occasionally, a box might fall from a forklift, and we would very much like to look at what's inside.
Says um, boxes that fall off forklifts aren't aren't free. You you've got money?
So I
Yeah.
I don't know if I can
Go ahead.
assumption that we had brought some money with us and probably split it up a little bit between us, and that one person was taking the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I think originally we had stated that Grizzly was carrying like a big wad of cash, right,
Right.
in his backpack.
Right. So we don't have anything significant on us then, right?
We could just nod him over, you know.
Well, I would nod Grizzly over to this conversation.
Sure.
Okay. Um,
Well,
well, yeah. I mean,
while you guys were talking, see, you already gave me a look.
Yeah.
So while you guys are talking to the dude, Grizzly's very quietly walking over up on the other side of the guy, trying to. I know he's large, trying to stay unnoticed, but he's got a very high agility and mobility.
So
But he's just.
are you trying to actually sneak over?
I'm just trying to mosey over. Yeah.
without being
Just,
intimidating.
well, yeah, without being intimidating, I'm just moseying over. You guys are talking to him.
So what I wanted to do was slip the guy something for his next drink that was obviously much more than the next drink would cost, just to show him that we had cash.
I can't hear.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
just
can hear
faded
you.
out really
Oh,
bad.
did I fade out? I said, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was going to do is I wanted to slip him something, just put it on the table, some cash that for his next drink. That's obviously way more than
What he
the
needs
drink
for the
would
drink.
cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Well,
to demonstrate.
Grizzly could. I like this cinematically. Grizzly comes up behind while you guys are talking about money, and Grizzly could put a 100 unit note, slap it down on the table right next to the guy, and say, "My my friends and I would like you to buy you a drink."
You see, friend, this is our accountant.
That's funny.
He gives Grizzly an appraising glance and says, "Accountant, huh? Seems more likely to me he's the one that makes sure the money stays safe. I guess that's what you mean by accountant."
See?
Well, potato, potato.
He accounts for many things.
He says, he says, "All right." He says, "All right. Why don't you come with me?" And
Were you going to say step into my office?
not quite. He calls a bartender over. Bartender comes over and he slides the $100 bill over to the bartender and says, "My new friends here are going to go back and talk to Badger." The bartender grabs the $100 bill and it kind of disappears. He gets up off the bar stool and says, "This way," and he goes walking back into the bar towards a door that says "Employees Only."
Okay,
All right,
All right. We'll
we
follow.
follow him.
all right. As you he opens the door and and he just walks in. The oh, I missed one. Did I miss one? No, I didn't miss one. Inside inside. I wouldn't say it's dark, but it's gloomy. There is a balding man sitting behind a desk. There's also two other men standing there off to one side. They both have shotguns, and they're leveled right at the door as you guys enter. And the man behind the desk, like I said, he's balding. He kind of glances up, looks up at you. He's writing something in a book. He's got a really gravelly voice, British accent. And he says, "Come inside."
And uh, Patch will lead the group in, and he says, "Mucho gusto." And he says, "We would like to perhaps procure some equipment."
He's got that low gravelly voice, and he says, "It looks shockingly like Mark Shepard, if you know who that is." He says, "And what makes you think I'm the type of guy that can procure equipment?"
Oh, you know how it is, friend to friend. Make it worth your while, no?
He says, "Are we talking civilian grade? Are we talking medical grade? Are we talking military grade?"
And he looks back at the group and he says, "Do we look civilian grade, friend? Military. Good stuff."
And medical.
He says, "Okay, I can. We can certainly talk. We Good equipment's not cheap. You better not be messing with me here. You have money?"
And he says, "Ask your man. We have money."
He says, "All right." He looks over to the guys with the shotguns that are leveled at you guys. He goes, "Boys, put the weapons down. We have customers." Um,
Love it.
he leads you into an adjoining warehouse, which has all the stuff you would normally expect. You know, there's UA stamped prefab meals, and crates of bug juice and all sorts of stuff that you might want. There's also he says, if you're looking for military, I can't get UA or 3WE or UPP stuff, but what I do have is I do have strategic solution stuff, which the ICSE buys a lot of, and it's just as good as anything out there. Um, he he goes, "Now I can get you anything else you want. You need med kits. You need boring old M4A3 pistols, whatever. I can get you all that crap. But if you're looking for something a little heavier duty, this is what you're looking for here." And you guys see that handout I just shared to you? It's called Badger Stock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh?
So he's
Wow.
got an assault rifle, he's got a submachine gun, he's got a 50 caliber hand cannon, a machine pistol, and then personal armor. And now it's alien the accounting. The associated costs are there.
All right. So
Cheap.
we spent 220 on transport.
Correct. So you
Um,
have 60 grand. I mean 80 grand left, depending on how Patch counts it.
listen, this is a consulting fee. Um,
Minus $100.
yeah, yeah, we've been buying drinks left and right. Okay, so I mean, we could get kitted out substantially here
Yeah.
from this. All right, so basically, I mean, I imagine everyone's going to armor up and take a
Oh, for
weapon.
sure. Armor
Yeah,
for-
and make sure we leave a little bit room for the mundane shit like the med kits and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So you each have a pack, as I'm sure you're aware.
Right.
The pack talking about so you guys can plan a little bit your encumbrance. You guys can carry a total amount of stuff, or a total weight of your strength times two. So, for example, Stitch I think has a three strength, so
Right.
he can carry 6 points worth of stuff. Okay, and I don't think you're really carrying much of anything right now. So you kind of have to plan that out a little bit. Now the pack can carry one item, one weight worth of item for free. Okay.
Okay.
So like I think Stitch, you have a surgical kit which weighs one,
Right.
right? So
Yep.
you could throw the surgical kit in the pack, and then it basically becomes free at that point,
Huh.
which allows you 6 points of encumbrance. Now, like if you want the armor, that's great, but the armor costs two of your encumbrance. So
Right.
you just have to keep all that in mind. The weapons, each of them, their weight is noted. Like the assault rifles weight one, the submachine guns weight one, the hand cannons weight one, the machine pistols only half. However, reloads cost 1/4 point per reload.
Right.
So you have to keep that in mind as well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna armor up, and then
I'm not in this scene, but I have a question when Kyle's done.
yeah, we're gonna get you something good, buddy.
Well, I don't see
Yeah.
a long range weapon in here. Am I
Well,
missing?
the assault rifle does have an available attachment for scope. If you look at it, it unlike the M41 pulse rifle, it does not have the grenade launcher on it, but it has a mount on the top for a scope, which will effectively increase the range of the gun. For someone like yourself, and it also has a mount on the bottom for a high beam flashlight, which allows you to carry a flashlight for free. So, yeah, if that helps at all.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna spend $4,000 on armor, and that caps me out as encumbered.
Wow, does it really?
Really?
Well, so strength of 3, so I've got 6
Yeah,
slots.
armor has a 2 weight,
Oh,
right?
Yep, plus 1 for the pack, right? So that's 7, and I'm carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. I've got 6 slots.
Wait, I thought the pack. So the pack gives you encumbrance, but it also takes.
no, it doesn't
one
give you
encumbrance away?
encumbrance. He was saying he's got a 6 max encumbrance plus 1 for the pack.
Gotcha. Okay.
He can put one. He
Item
can
in
put
pack.
equivalent of one in the pack.
Yeah.
Well, Patch is the only one amongst you that has a fair amount of equipment.
Yeah, because I came preloaded with a shotgun and electronics tools and stuff like that. And a
What items
harpoon
in your
grappling gun.
pack? I'm curious.
Me?
Yeah.
Shotgun, Seeks and Systems diagnostic device,
Well, no, I meant
electronic tools.
specifically. I'm sorry. Which the pack holds a total of one weight for free. The reason it's important to know is what's in the pack is because like in a combat scene you wouldn't have immediate access to it.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
you
Okay,
can
I
make
haven't
that
figured that out
decision.
yet.
Right. So you're not counting. It's not just 7 like in that one gearbox. You got to count your weapons too. Then.
Right.
So, you know.
So is everybody loading up armor?
Yep.
Affirmative.
Well, I know Grizzly would. The Grizz would like some armor.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm-
treat yourself.
I'm looking and I'm what I'm trying to do is write down Grizzly's wish list.
Well, with everybody buying armor, that leaves you guys with 64 grand.
Yeah. The AR-40,
Mm-hmm.
is it semi-automatic?
It
Like
is.
single shot versus multiple shot?
Yeah, it's a semi-automatic weapon with the full auto capability. So when you use full auto on a weapon with full auto, it
Yep.
causes your stress to go up 1 automatically. It uses up the ammo in the clip, so you'll have to
Correct.
reload afterwards. But it also gives you +2 dice on your attack.
Right. Yeah, I remember all that. I'm just trying to decide because for Grizz, the armor, yeah, I think Grizz would feel most comfortable with an AR-40.
Yeah, so to kind of run down the weapons for you guys, the AR-40 is, obviously your armor-piercing assault rifle. You've got the SMG-20, which is a lower caliber submachine gun. It doesn't do as much damage and it's not armor-piercing, it's not as long range, but that +3 bonus, it gives you 3 bonus dice to your attack. Okay? So if anyone's got a relatively low ranged combat, they might be more interested in that weapon. The Strat Sol 50 caliber hand cannon is it's a pistol, so it's shorter range. It has no bonus, but it does 2 damage. It also is armor piercing, so there's some advantage to that. Also, it gets no penalty at engaged range. It's easy to track at point blank range, whereas most normal weapons get a -3 penalty at point blank range. And then you've got the MP45, which is a machine pistol, an 8mm machine pistol. Again, lower damage and not armor piercing, but it's lightweight and it gets a +2 bonus to hit. So like in the case of, for example, in the case of Patch, and again, you guys do whatever you want. I'm just trying to give you some ideas. In the case of Patch, like Patch, when you put the armor on, that brought your encumbrance up to that puts your encumbrance up to what? It's weight 2. You've got something in the pack. You got to figure that out. So that puts your total weight up to what? 5? Patch?
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Uh-oh.
was muted.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Um, yeah, I'm working that out on the sheet here. Yeah, because I'm carrying. So if I carry the shotgun, these numbers, some of the numbers in the boxes are kind of confusing to me. Like oh, I see, bonus and damage. So shotgun only weighs 1.
Correct.
Okay, all right. So I'm carrying 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 in the pack and two armor. So 5. Yep. I think.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Right. So you've got room for 1 weight worth of gear.
Yeah.
So if you wanted an additional weapon, for example, you could take like the hand cannon or the submachine gun or the AR-40, but you have no ammunition. You'd have no space for reloads. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're
Right.
so the other you could instead do the MP45, which only weighs 1/2, and then you could do 2 reloads for that, which would give you a little bit of flexibility.
I think I want to stick with the shotgun that I have.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, that's no problem. I just
Mm,
giving you an example.
gotcha.
And also on your character sheet, there's an armor section right underneath where all the roll spots are.
Yeah.
Make sure that there should be a spot where you can name the armor, I think, and then make sure you've got in the box next to it the armor value, which is 6. That way, when you roll armor, it should roll 6 dice.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Got it.
Okie dokie. So, all right. So I'm just gonna go left to right to make this easy. Patch, you're buying no weapons. You're just buying from this list. You're just buying the armor.
From this list, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So let's Stitch. What are you doing anything off this list besides the armor?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the submachine gun
Okay. Um.
and a couple reloads.
Yeah. So.
Are those they weigh 1 apiece too?
They no, the
No.
reloads only weigh a quarter.
Quarter, okay.
Yeah, I'm. So you're getting the Strat Sol SMG-20, which costs $4,000. I'm doing the math for you guys to keep track of it. How many reloads do you want on that thing?
Uh, they're only 80 apiece, right? We got quite a bit of money.
Oh yeah, you guys will get 60 grand.
Four reloads. So
All right, so that's what, $320. All right. Alrighty. So that's got a +3 bonus with 1, and so then you need to add that to the gear section, Or I can do it for you. I'm pretty quick on that.
I'm working on it. It's
Okay. All right. All right.
oh, the armor's weight 2. Oh, I forgot about that.
What's that?
Armor is weight 2, right?
Yeah, the armor's weight
Correct.
too.
Cool. I'm working on it.
That's
Thanks.
fine. No problem. Next I got in list, I've got Grizzly. Grizzly, you were doing the AR-40?
Yeah, so the armor, of course, and then
Yep.
the AR-40 with 4 reloads,
Got it. Okay.
and the hand cannon with 4 reloads.
Very good. So that's another 2,700.
And I'm in pretty good shape because if I put my cutting torch in my pack, then my encumbrance is still pretty low because I'm counting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus my knife. I'm at 6.5,
And you can carry what, 10?
10.
Yeah.
But we got food, water, odds and ends, and then I've got the other ability because I have such a large encumbrance. If somebody needs me to carry something for them that they don't use all the time, I could do that.
Yeah, you have the capacity.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at $51,580. Let's see. Who do I have left? I've got Sharif.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, um,
I'm going shopping.
yeah. I'm assuming Longshot would want the Stratsoul AR-40.
Yeah, it's already on my character sheet
Perfect. So that's minus 5,000.
with scope and flashlight.
All right. How many reloads do you want for that thing?
4.
4. So what is that? That's another $320. Got it.
And that's one. That's a 1. So the gun with flashlight or with a scope is 2.
No, the gun just weighs 1. Basically, the attachments make the scope and the flashlight free on the weight.
Okay.
So the gun just weighs 1, and then your reloads are a quarter apiece.
So that's 1.
Yeah. The
Right.
correct.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the cost on the scope and the flashlight. It's here somewhere. I'll find that. And the flashlight has, just so you're aware, flashlights come with a 5 power.
I see that, but I don't see. Okay, so I just put 5 in the power thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
What's the cost of a flashlight?
Oh, $45. And that's
Oh,
just it's basic equipment, so that's just book price.
um, well, you make a good point. I don't have a flashlight, so why don't you add a flashlight for Grizz?
Okay. So yeah, just that's you can just attach that to your gun then. That's fine. And then the scope was also cheap because it's just a basic vision device. It's $60.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't need a Grizz doesn't need a scope. That's not in his skill set, but the flashlight might be necessary.
all right.
Okay. All right. So you guys continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You guys have 46 grand. So
Well, I'm not done.
okay, perfect. I'm excited.
Yeah, let him keep going.
All right, so we got the armor, right?
Yep.
Armor weight 2.
Yep.
We got the Stratsoul AR-40,
Yeah.
weight 1 with the flashlight and scope.
Yep.
With 4 reloads. Yes, I will
Yep.
also get Stratsoul MP45 with flashlight,
Perfect.
and I'll get 4 reloads of that, and that should be all I can carry.
All right. Let's see here. Minus 2,080. Perfect.
Okay, so now,
Now
you
we're gonna have
guys.
to buy food and shit like that too.
yeah, we probably need to get rations, water and rations, uh, and then anything that Stitch needs for med kits or whatever.
I have one surgical kit, but I need
Yeah.
a couple
So
of
the
other stuff.
the surgical kit. The surgical kit. What? Oh, by the way, Stitch. Your surgical kit. What's the weight on that on your character sheet?
One.
It's supposed to be 1/2. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Okay.
Um. So the clarification, the surgical kit is a reusable item that you need to treat people that have critical injuries. Okay. So if someone's got a critical injury and they're going to die in a certain amount of time, or you just need to get them back on their feet, that's what the surgical kit does, and it never goes away. It's reusable. Med kits are basic consumable first aid kits that give you +2 to your medical aid roll. From the standpoint of just giving people basic first aid, to regain health and stuff like that.
Okay.
And med kits are cheap. They don't weigh anything. They're a quarter weight a piece, and they're $50 each. They don't cost hardly anything. Um, so you just decide what you want on those.
Take 4 of those.
All right, very good. Got it. And then beyond that, I guess it's whatever else you guys might feel like you might need, perhaps.
What does a flashlight weigh?
Flashlight weighs 1/2. It's free if you have the AR-40.
I think I have enough room for a flashlight, so I'll take one of those.
That's fine. That's fine.
And a reload on the shotgun. How much is that?
Oh, that's a good question. I gotta go to the book for that. Give me 1 sec. I will tell you.
So a scan of the thing with ChatGPT says $25.
That is absolutely correct.
Okay.
All right.
That's how shit go. It worked. It always
Nice.
works.
Nah,
Well,
don't
it's
know
really
about
good for
always.
rules. Jim taught us that when we played that board game.
Yeah, it did
Jim
pretty
had
good.
ChatGPT. He uploaded the rule book for the board game to ChatGPT, and it was like teaching us how to play as we were sitting there.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty
It was
wild.
kind of amazing, honestly.
So the flashlight weighs half.
Half. Yep.
Much easier on the grunts here than in real life. They would stick field telephone, NBC suit, Prick 77, and the lieutenant's rations in my backpack. I was a private. Plus my shit.
All right. What else does anybody think they may need?
All right. What was the cost on a flashlight?
Oh, it's $45.
All right. Let me grab one of them.
All right. Done.
And then I think I'm maxed.
And you guys still have plenty of money left, thanks to a good manipulation roll.
Nice. Do you have a tractor we can borrow too?
Not for that kind of money. Do you guys have NAPRA leave and stuff like that?
I've got
No.
5 nap relief,
Mm.
10 never sleep pills.
Nice.
So we're
Oh, I
okay.
forgot about nap relief. We need nap relief.
Well, he's got 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have some of my own. How much does nap relief weigh?
NAPRA leave, within
Tiny item,
reason,
right?
is a tiny item. Yeah.
Okay. I will also carry 5.
Okay.
Nice. Is a tiny item 0? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
within reason. Now, if you wanted 20 of them, I'd be like, okay, you're carrying 20 syringes. That's going to weigh you down a little bit. But yeah, that's fine.
Is a flashlight tiny or is it
No, a flashlight's a 1/2 item.
1/2? Okay.
What about light sticks? Like tiny little chemical light sticks.
You know what? I don't think there's even really a ruling on that per se. So I mean, I would call that a relatively tiny item.
I'll grab a few.
I'm gonna have to give up a half a thing here if I want a flashlight. Seems like a flashlight would be more useful than a combat knife in an Alien game, correct? Yeah. All right. Does anyone want my combat knife?
If you're using a knife in an aliens game, it's going to get really messy because that damage is going to go both ways. Although I did notice it said our armor had an anti-acid layer.
Yeah.
That's
That's
nice.
cool.
The
My last character would have loved that.
there is a game where one particular character in the third act has a his agenda is to take out a xenomorph in hand to hand.
Wow.
God.
Suicide.
I've seen four different people try to pull it off. I'll give you three guesses how it ends. Um. All right. Anything else that you guys think of, know of, remember of?
Seem pretty well kitted, so I'm good.
Motion detectors?
So, a motion tracker. Yeah, there are motion trackers. There's
That's
the
a
two.
very good thought.
There's the. Unfortunately, the only one that would be available to you would be the M314, which is the handheld one, which has a weight of one. And give me 1 second here. Has a weight of one and a power of four, and it is good at detecting large moving objects within long range, up to 4 zones away, indoors, or extreme range outdoors.
Does that mean it's poor at close range or medium
No,
range?
no, no, no. It just means it's got more range outside. That's all.
Oh, I see. But it's got a weight of one. Is
It's got a
everybody
weight of
topped
one.
out in there? Oh, wait a second. Would I be able to take that and put it in my pack and have it count as
You could, but you wouldn't be able to use it while it's in your pack.
right? But I could swap it out some other stuff in there.
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely.
So if I put my let's see here. Wait a second. I think I might have counted my armor twice. If I put my armor in gear with an encumbrance of one and then put it in, oh no, it doesn't show up anywhere. No, it does. Wait.
Let me
Is
see
the
what you're dealing with.
what's the weight of the armor?
Two.
Oh, I
And
think
what?
I think I have room for it. Yeah, I do have room for it because I listed armor twice.
Oh, okay, good.
So we can afford the motion tracker, right?
Oh, you get the money. Yeah, absolutely.
So without any objection,
Oh, so if with the body armor, what does that raise the armor number to?
6.
6. Okay. Good.
okay. Yeah, I think yep, I'm at encumbered 6. I've got the motion tracker and yep, I got it all sorted now. So we're good.
All right.
Excellent.
So when you enter the weapons, the first box is the bonus and the second box is the damage?
Correct.
Okay.
So where's
Just
the
wanna-
weight accounted for?
You would you have to put it on your you have to put it on the character sheet on the gear to the right
Oh,
Oh, the weight for what?
for
the
the weapon.
weapon. So you have
Yes.
to list it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The armor you only list once because it's
Correct.
encumbrance of the weapon. So I am over. But I could put like the reloads inside my pack, and that would account for it, right?
Right. So what I would do is I'd list your reloads, but then put in the note in the pack and put the weight as 0.
Yeah, or you could put 2 of the reloads in the pack and 2 of the med kits in the pack, just so that you have like access
Right.
to a little bit of each.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
All right. And my encumbrance right now, just so you guys know, my encumbrance is 7 out of 10. So if we run into something that needs to be carried, I've got room.
What a beast.
All right,
All right.
kit it up.
How's our time? It is 1:45 my time.
Yeah.
We're probably pretty close,
I'm-
right?
I'm running out
I
of
mean,
time.
honestly, I gotta take my dog to the vet. I mean, I could few extra minutes to get ready for that? I mean, if we didn't want to dive into the next.
Yeah, I think I mean, I think you guys are all set up. You've got $38,500 left. I'm sure Patch will want to keep close track of that.
Well, the
Um,
guy makes
How
one
much was it?
comment and he's
Sorry, I
later.
was typing.
So
What was
I forget when we had that negotiation. Are we buying a ship, or are we?
no,
That's just
it's
where
just a charter. Yeah.
Oh
Charter.
Jesus! Expensive
Hey,
charter.
costs money to play in the big leagues.
Yeah,
It does.
and you're going to a place that's off limits, so
How much was a Millennium Falcon? 17,000 credits, I think.
10,000 all in advance.
All in advance.
Ten
That's a
thousand? We
bargain.
could almost buy our own ship for that.
Who's going to fly it?
You kid.
You bet I could. I'm not such a bad pilot myself. I don't have to sit here and listen. Okay, sorry, I know the whole movie. Okay,
We're so old.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
yeah.
we are.
I guess we'll just call it here. We'll be back next week, continuing with Act One of One Last Mission.
Awesome.
awesome. This is fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, well, anytime you get to play Alien the Accounting. All right.